Let's go ahead and get this thing started, boy. Bullshit on top of bullshit, I swear to you. Damn kids gonna stress me out. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I was supposed to go like 5 minutes without cussing or something just for the YouTube algorithm, but fuck it. Like, comment, subscribe. It's all important. Niggas don't never leave comments on this thing, man. I'm doing something different. I ain't wearing sunglasses today. It's episode 150, so no shades. I guess I'll go ahead and get social media, son. Buy some merchandise, Too Much Game Podcast, store. What's going on, y'all? Episode 150, I'm doing something different. No sunglasses. Maybe I should call this episode No Shade. I don't really like that. That sound feminine. But like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Get you some merch at Too Much Game Podcast store. Let me go ahead and start this show. What's going on, Ronnie Hill? What's up, cuzzo? Bring the gunshots back, bitch. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. Doing something different today, dog. I ain't wearing no sunglasses, you know, no shade and things like that. This is my first time since the pilot doing the episode with no sunglasses on. This shit feel kind of weird, honestly. And on some real shit, you know, like, just to put niggas behind the curtain, since it's episode 150, you know, like a lot of motherfuckers probably wouldn't celebrate the 150th episode like it's anything different, cause, you know, it's almost like just another day, but at the same time, you know, it's 150, it's a nice round number, it's a multiple of 5 and shit, it's a multiple of 50, so, you know, it's a special episode. So for today, I'm gonna do this motherfucker with no sunglasses on. You know, if y'all know, like, if any of y'all been like listening since the beginning, I think I've explained this shit a couple times. The reason that I wear sunglasses on my show is literally because I got stage fright. Like, I wear sunglasses on this motherfucker because if y'all saw the NWA movie, the scene with Eazy-E, who I used to have behind me in all my episodes and shit, the nigga picture still right there on the wall. But like in the scene where Eazy-E started rapping, he put the sunglasses on, you know, like just to, I don't know, my nigga, it's something about sunglasses that make it seem like it's not a million motherfuckers watching you. Like, even though a nigga's in the studio by himself, them sunglasses just make it seem a little more comfortable. So like the reason I would wear sunglasses, they was like, what was the movie? It wasn't Baby Boy. It was I don't know, whatever the Adam Sandler movie was when he was like the little kid, Big Daddy, I think that shit was called. When the nigga put on his little invisible shades. That's the reason that I would wear sunglasses on my show. You know, I wear the motherfucking sunglasses just to like cure the stage fright, my nigga, just to like make me feel more comfortable on the microphone. But I've been doing this motherfucker for shit, nigga. In January, it'll be 4 years I've been doing this shit. So it's like I don't really need the sunglasses no more. I'm still gonna wear sunglasses, my nigga. Next episode, what's going on in the world according to Eric, my nigga Eric Devontae. What's going on, Sports for You podcast, John Watson, my nigga Noodle, Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, Anik One, on Candy 26s, and all y'all who just popped up in this motherfucker, Heart Made of Rose Gold, and all y'all who just popped in. But that's like the story of the sunglasses and the Too Much Game podcast, dog. I wear the sunglasses to cure stage fright because whenever I would get on this motherfucker, that shit would make me nervous, my nigga. I ain't gonna front. I'll be nervous when I do podcasts. I just kick my goddamn camera. But like today's episode, I'm gonna do the shit with no sunglasses. just because I just didn't feel like putting them on. It's a hot day and all that good shit. So I was like, fuck it, nigga, let me take the shades off. But anyway, today's episode, I think it's gonna be somewhat similar to the last episode. Not much about bitch asses and bitch ass niggas, but more about conduct unbecoming of a gentleman. You know, like last episode, I got on the bitch ass niggas. This episode is gonna be more geared toward the conduct of real niggas. How real niggas should act. What real niggas should be doing. Shit that real niggas just don't do. You know, like I went real hard last episode. And this week, something I've been seeing a lot in the news is the baby. The baby's album flopped from what I hear. I heard this shit was whack. I'm not a big fan of the nigga, honestly. Like I'm more of a fan of the character that he was more than the music that he made. Cause I was never he ain't really got no songs I fuck with. Not that I dislike the nigga, but I just never cared for his music. But I did, you know, kind of fuck with the character. Like, oh, the nigga's a little gangster type of nigga from North Carolina. You know, he shot a nigga in self-defense. You know, he kind of seemed like a little gangster type of dude. But like just over the course of his career, he been doing a lot of goofy shit. Especially as of real recent. You know, like the bigger news, other than the fact that his album flopped, was the fact that he said something in one of his songs about him fucking Meg Thee Stallion the day before she got shot. That shit weak as a motherfucker. What's going on, Black Power Squad? Gang in the motherfucking building. Like, this motherfucker bragged about fucking Megan Thee Stallion the day before she got shot. On the album that was already trash. Which kind of makes me feel like this nigga probably knew the album was gonna be garbage. So he needed some shit to kind of draw attention to the motherfucker. But that's kind of besides the point. Like, honestly, what I really wanted to talk about in general is just the fact that, nigga, that's just some shit real niggas don't do. You know, like, the baby has been on kind of like a pedestal of being a real nigga just because of the body that he caught. You know, like, there was an incident where the nigga, like, beat up some internet troll who had been, like, kind of, you know, just kept his name in his mouth for a long time. So he beat the nigga up in like the mall or some shit. Which in hindsight now it seemed like a clout chase move. But like I said, nigga, that shit that he did recently as far as bragging that he fucked Megan Thee Stallion, nigga, real niggas don't do that, my nigga. That is not no real nigga shit. Bragging on your dick, that is conduct unbecoming of a gentleman, my nigga. That's just some shit real niggas ain't gotta do, my nigga. What he say? Dude got stripes for killing a teenager. And see, that's the thing. Nobody really put context to the situation of what he did. Like, none of us knew, nigga. All we knew is that, you know, he caught a body. They said it was fucking self-defense. But at the same time, like, nigga, I didn't know what the fuck he did, my nigga. Damn, I gotta text my kid's mom about my daughter. Because she's at her grandparents' house. But you know, I couldn't find her motherfucking ass for a minute, my nigga. So now I have to coordinate my daughter getting home and shit. So let me take a small little texting break in the middle of my motherfucking episode, my nigga. You know, but like, that's the thing. Like, niggas who brag on they dick, that's that bullshit. Him shooting homeboy, nigga, when I saw the video, honestly, I didn't really feel like it was what you call it? I didn't feel like it was self-defense on some real shit. It looked like he started the fucking altercation. But you know, I don't know, my nigga. That little shit that the nigga did, it was not cool. It wasn't fly. It wasn't conduct that a real nigga would do, my nigga. Bragging about fucking a woman, especially the fact that you a celebrity, because a celebrity already got access to celebrity pussy. So you bragging that you fucked a celebrity, that shit is some sucker shit, my nigga. I don't really care for that, my nigga. You know, especially the fact that this nigga album falling off and this motherfucker decided to do that at this time. It just was a bad fucking look for the nigga. I think that, I ain't gonna say we've seen the end of the baby, but nigga, it's definitely quiet for that nigga out here in these motherfucking streets. Now that I'm done fucking texting, I could focus on what the fuck I'm talking about. But again, as far as what the motherfucker did in the Walmart, it looked like that motherfucker started the fight. I didn't know the nigga who he shot was a teenager on some real shit. I thought it was just a random fucking op. But besides the point, bragging on your dick is just not some shit that real motherfuckers do. This whole episode, what I'm gonna be talking about is just conduct that real motherfuckers engage in and shit that real motherfuckers don't engage in. Bragging on your dick, not us. Clout chasing in general, not us. Because the thing is, when you a real one, the attention that you want is already gonna be there. The attention that you trying to get is gonna be there. Because any real nigga in anything, nigga, whether you a actor, rapper, singer, comedian, Instagram influencer, motivational speaker, author, or anything like that, the attention that you want is gonna come based on the merit of the talent that you display. You ain't gonna have to come with the goofy ass antics and all the stupid ass shit just to get attention, my nigga. That's the mistake that I feel like the baby made. Because a lot of us looked at the baby as a real nigga just because of the action that he engaged in. What he did, or what we thought he did, allegedly. You caught a body in self-defense. A lot of motherfuckers, like I said in the last episode, niggas be thinking just because you kill somebody, you a real nigga, and that's not the case. Just because you're a violent person, that don't make you a real nigga. A real nigga could de-escalate a motherfucking situation, my nigga. A real nigga could settle a beef through a conversation. A real nigga could talk his way out of some shit. And not talking his way out of some shit in the context of you afraid of the interaction, but more the fact that you talking your way out of that shit to avoid you putting your shit at risk, to avoid you fucking him up and ending up in jail, my nigga. Because that's the thing. Like they say, we can handle it like gentlemen, or we can get into some gangster shit. When Goldie said that shit, nigga, handling the shit like gentlemen is sitting down and talking about some shit like some grown ass men. Real niggas don't always have to resort to violence. Violence is something that you resort to after speech fails, after logic fails. Nigga, you only talk with your motherfucking hands when you've done everything you could to verbally settle an altercation. Cause I've said, maybe it was at like episode 4 or 5 or some shit, that I got 3 ways of conflict resolution: conversation, compensation, or separation. Nigga, if we can't talk that shit out, then nigga, whatever money's got to get exchanged, because a lot of times that's the reason that motherfuckers is into it. It's either some pussy, some money, or a verbal misunderstanding. So if we can't talk it out, or like if you hit my car or some shit, which goes back to it actually being a situation where it's a monetary situation. Nigga, if we can't talk this shit out, then nigga, money gonna have to exchange hands. And if money can't exchange hands, or we can't just have the conversation where we can come to an understanding, maybe we don't need to be around each other. Now, if those 3 things don't work, then it's gonna have to get, with the fisticuffs and with the physical shit. But at the end of the day, nigga, that's the last fucking resort. Like whenever I know niggas, or whenever I see niggas and we have conversation and they immediately go to trying to be violent with motherfuckers, that immediately makes me think, number 1, you're a horrible communicator. Number 2, you ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world. And number 3, you either stupid or broke. So I guess that's 4. Nigga, those are the only things, my nigga. Because me, I do my best to avoid violence in all fucking aspects, my nigga. No matter where I'm at in life, I do my best to keep shit from going violent, especially because it's 2022. Motherfucking niggas out here getting their brains blown out over nothing. Niggas getting shot over chicken sandwiches and shit now. So 9 times out of 10, nigga, I do my best to de-escalate any fucking situation that I'm in. And like I tell people, it's not because I'm afraid to beat a nigga ass. I've done it before. It ain't like I'm afraid of a motherfucking shootout, my nigga. I've been a member of a gang before, dog. Like, it ain't a lot of violent shit that I'm afraid of. What I'm afraid of is being away from my motherfucking kids. What I'm afraid of is having to talk to my kids through collect calls. What I'm afraid of is sitting in the motherfucking box, hoping that people on the street could find the kindness in their heart to answer my phone call, or to send me some money, or to send me some pictures, or some shit like that. Like, that's the fucking thing about, niggas who move a certain way. Niggas who be in the street, niggas who move with violence, my nigga. It ain't always about you being afraid of what another nigga will do to you. Nigga, I'm way more afraid of the consequences of what I might do to another nigga. Because like I've told y'all, nigga, my step-pops practically raised me from prison. So, nigga, I told y'all last episode and episodes before that. You ain't the only one doing time, my nigga. Your family is doing time with you because they doing time away from you. They don't want to see their daddy go away. Motherfuckers don't want to see their brother go away. Motherfuckers don't want to see their son go away. Motherfuckers don't want to see their uncle, nephew, whatever the fuck your relation is to your family. Don't nobody want to see you go away behind a failure to fucking communicate. A failure to pay a debt. A failure to just be man enough to walk away from some shit. Cause like I said, nigga, shooting a nigga easy, dog. Killing a nigga is not as hard as they make that shit sound in these rap songs. Nigga, all you need is a gun. Nigga, to pull a trigger don't take nothing, my nigga. A little kid could pull a trigger and shoot a motherfucker. It's not difficult. What's going on? Conversations with Lamb. What's going on? Notorious Moms or something. What's going on? The Bomb Hair Company. But like, that's the thing. So like, when it comes to me, it's a lot of interactions that I much rather just de-escalate so I don't have to go there with niggas. And that's the thing. I would rather handle every interaction that I go to as a gentleman. I carry myself as a gentleman. I'm a man of respect. I offer respect because I expect respect. I demand and command respect. Because a lot of the shit that, like, I'll see things happen to people. Like I look at what's homie name? Like Terry Crews, and the fact that the little white dude grabbed him by the dick. And whenever I see shit like that happen to grown ass men, I always ask myself this question. What did you do to create an environment where a person felt comfortable enough to do that shit to you? Because like I said, nigga, I don't carry myself like I'm a violent person. I don't carry myself like I just can't wait to whoop a nigga ass. I don't walk around bragging like I got a pistol on me at all times or no stupid ass shit like that. But at the same time, the presence that I have brings me the type of respect that I just feel like ain't nobody gonna come at me like that. And this is what I say about moving like a gentleman. Like, this is just the way that I feel like all men should carry themselves. Like, what was it that you did, or what was it that you said, or what interactions has Terry Crews had with these people that made these motherfuckers feel like it was okay to grab his dick? Cause he's a big fucking dude. He ain't no little dude. Like, that ain't no shit that you just randomly do, my nigga, especially as a smaller white dude. Like, what was it that made him feel so comfortable that he will violate a motherfucker that look like that? And this is what I say about your presence commanding and demanding respect, nigga. If you carry yourself like you a motherfucking bootlicker in any situation, if you carry yourself like there's somebody that's more important than you, they gonna treat you as such. So like, this is the thing with carrying yourself as a motherfucking man. Like I did the fucking episode, Real Masculinity is Never Toxic. I did it not too long ago. Like, I meant to do an episode like this. Like, I've talked to people and they told me that I should do episodes like this, but I kind of didn't want to revisit some shit so soon. But I think it might have been like 6 or 7 episodes already. So I'm like, all right, nigga, let me go ahead and, get this motherfucker in real quick. But like, that's the thing. Like, today's episode is going to all be about how a man should motherfucking carry himself. And this ain't gonna go into how niggas should dress and all that shit, cause like it's 2022. Motherfuckers are just doing all kind of shit. Cause I remember having a conversation about Dwayne Wade, and masculinity. Because, for all y'all know, the nigga's son is a girl now, and the whole trans shit that I don't really be getting all into because truth be told, like I'm friends with a trans male, somebody who was born a woman and now, presents as a man, the whole surgery and all that. He's a male now. He was born a female, now he's a male. I don't get into all the pronouns and the whole shit with the rainbow mafia because that shit just a lot. So as far as when it comes to masculinity and a man who presents himself as a motherfucking man, it ain't no whole lot of ways to do that shit. When it comes to the LGBTQ plus community, them niggas do whatever the fuck they want to do, nigga. It's a rainbow. It's multiple colors. Some of the colors mix and match and, different shades and all that old shit. But when it comes to being a motherfucking man, I feel like that shit is black and white. Nigga, if you LGBT and you say that you a trans male, nigga, say that part. Cause just saying you a man, I feel like, and fuck it. However you feel is how the fuck you feel. When it comes to shit like that, like nigga, if you a trans male, you a trans male. Say that part. Nigga, don't just say you a male. Just like how it comes to the women in the trans community and how they get into it with the regular straight motherfuckers and they want to just be called women. A woman is a woman. You don't have a uterus. So if you want for me to call you a woman, I'll call you that. If you want to be called she, we can call you she. We can call you her and all that shit. But nigga, just say the trans part. Because that's what the fuck it is. Not to be confused with women who were born women, because I feel like that shit is offensive. It's the same as like if you've ever worn certain camouflage around motherfuckers who've been in the military, they'll check you about that shit. Because if you haven't served in the military, nigga, they take offense to you wearing they shit. And that's kind of how it is with men and women. This is how it is with a whole lot of shit, my nigga. Nobody wants to have somebody who don't belong to the group that you with presenting as being in the group you with. The same with gangbanging. False flagging is, nigga, grounds for getting your motherfucking ass beat, if not worse. If you ain't from the set, don't claim the set. Cause we don't need outsiders making our shit look fucked up. The reason that them niggas wanted to lay 6ix9ine bitch ass down is cause he was claiming some shit that he wasn't from. And he was putting mud all over that shit. So this is like a lot of what this episode gonna be about. A lot of what last episode touched on. And this is just gonna be like a little more precise little piece of that shit. Because when it comes to actually being a man, there's ways that you go about it. There's things that a real man just flat out don't do. There's things that us as real men gonna have to start calling out, like behaviors that we gonna have to start checking motherfuckers when they don't display them or when they go contrary to it. Because like, as far as the women who have platforms nowadays, they've been saying a lot of shit. Men do this, men do that. And it's like niggas gonna have to really start separating themselves from the men that do shit like that. Like a lot of these niggas who move like females, a lot of these niggas who be on the catty shit, a lot of the niggas who be on the petty shit, a lot of niggas who be on punk shit, real niggas gonna have to start separating themselves from that shit. And I me personally, like I'm gonna have to really start like changing my motherfucking language, cause I be saying real niggas a lot, and I feel like that term has gotten fucked up. Because me, I've always considered myself to be a real one, but at the same time, it's a lot of punk ass motherfuckers that been running around calling theyself a real nigga, and it's like, nigga, if that's what a real nigga is, I don't want to be associated with it no more. Cause like even like with a lot of rappers, like a lot of motherfuckers who just display violent behavior. A lot of motherfuckers look at a motherfucker who's violent as a real nigga. A lot of motherfuckers look, oh man, that nigga shot 3 people. He a real nigga. Man, that nigga beat up so and so. He a real nigga. That nigga, you know, like they always associate that shit with violence, and violence don't make you a fucking real nigga. It's a lot of real niggas who non-violent, like Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was non-violent, but I consider Martin Luther King to be a real nigga. You know, just because a motherfucker don't stay in conflict don't make him no less of a real nigga. He was brave and all that shit, my nigga. I consider Martin Luther King to be very courageous. Even though he wasn't a violent man, he was very courageous. Shit, just like fucking Malcolm X. Malcolm X may have preached, if a motherfucker slap you, slap them back. But in the time that we were aware of Malcolm X, nigga, it ain't like it's no videos of him fighting nobody. Ain't no videos of him shooting nobody. There's a picture of him standing next to the window with a rifle. But at the same time, it ain't like, you know, Malcolm X was out there slapping the shit out of motherfuckers. He just preached the fact that you don't allow nobody to come at you a certain way. If they do that, you must demonstrate. But at the same time, nigga, he was a man who communicated himself very well. He was a man whose communication demanded respect. His presence commanded respect. And that's what the fuck I'm talking about in today's episode. You as a man have to carry yourself where you give respect and you receive respect. The man that you are should demand respect, not because of what you'll do to a person, not because you're a violent person, but just because you a real motherfucker. And that's how the fuck you get down. You ain't gonna talk to me like that because I ain't gonna talk to you like that. You ain't gonna come at me like that because I wouldn't come at you like that. Now, I'll match your motherfucking energy, because if you come with disrespect, I'ma return that. Nigga, I might go above and beyond that. But let's not get to that. You know, that's how I carry myself as a motherfucking man, my nigga. You know, I don't fucking carry myself in a way where I'm like, nigga, I beat anybody ass in this motherfucker. I knock one of you motherfuckers out. I don't walk into no room like that, my nigga. You know, I don't do that whole thing. Everybody who knows me, anybody who's known me for any amount of time, no, that's not how I carry myself. I don't carry myself like the king of the fucking tough guys. I ain't no tough guy. I'm a regular nigga. I ain't no bitch though. Like, that's the main fucking thing when it come to me, my nigga. One thing of everybody who's always known me throughout my life, I ain't never carry myself like the nigga who'll beat anybody ass. I just carry myself as a nigga who you don't want to put your motherfucking hands on. I carry myself as a nigga who, why would you put your fucking hands on me? You know, because that's the bigger question than anything, my nigga. You know, like I've told people, like, you know, there was a motherfucker who, not that we had conflict, but we had a conversation about if we had a conflict. And I told him, the fucked up thing about me and you getting into a fucked up interaction, me and you having what we would call a beef, they would immediately blame you. They would immediately look at you like you the villain if me and you got into it. Not because I'm just the non-violent, quiet, meek, you know, victim of everything, but just the fact that, what the fuck made you get into it with Dolemite? Now, as much shit as I talk on here, as much as I say bitch ass nigga, call niggas bitches, call females bitches, and all type of shit, as much as I talk like that, I don't carry myself like the type of person that somebody would just have a beef with, because I'm a communicator. So if I'm having a fucking disagreement with somebody, this nigga was immediately gonna get looked at as the aggressor, because I'm not the nigga that nobody's gonna be getting into it with. Now, at the same time, if it would have happened, nigga, I would have cut that nigga's fucking head off. But at the same time, nigga, I'm not the type of nigga that motherfuckers look at as in those interactions. Because why the fuck would you beef with a nigga like me? Because like I tell niggas, I'm a gentleman. You know, I communicate. I would much rather talk out a fucking disagreement privately than take it to some bullshit. Because like I said, nigga, a lot of the motherfuckers who I know who don't mind doing stupid ass shit, like I say, as far as people with slick mouths. I describe them as people who don't know what they blood tastes like. You know, I say this all the time. If you hear me say that nigga talking like he don't know what his blood tastes like, that mean that you talking shit and you must have never got punched in your motherfucking mouth in the middle of your motherfucking sentence before. That's why you talking like that. You know, a lot of what it was that made me carry myself a certain way is experiences I've had. Nigga, because a lot of the, you know, like I tell y'all, nigga, I'm not Mr. Perfect. Like, I don't come on here and speak into this microphone as a nigga who ain't never made no mistakes. I come to speak to y'all niggas as a nigga who a lot of this shit that I teach is because it's shit that I had to learn. A lot of times the hard way. Nigga, I've talked shit about a nigga for a cool minute because he owed me money. You know, nigga, I was waiting to run into this motherfucker. And I'm telling you, I'm finna beat this shit out of James. When I see James, I'm gonna fuck James motherfucking ass up. Tell James I said it. I'm gonna beat James motherfucking ass. Nigga, one day I'm sitting in my motherfucking apartments, big chillin', just minding my motherfucking black-owned business. And I hear the nigga voice behind me like, hey, nigga, I heard you telling niggas you was gonna beat my ass. Mind you, I'm like 12. You know, stupid-ass 12-year-old, young Dolemite, little tiny, itty-bitty little Dolemite. Nigga, and I'm sitting here talking shit. I can't even see this nigga behind me. Yeah, nigga, I told them niggas I was gonna beat your ass because I'm gonna fuck you up. Nigga, I turned around, nigga, it's this nigga and like 6 niggas from high school. Mind you, I'm 12. All the niggas he with in high school, nigga, the rest was me getting my ass whooped, basically, my nigga. It is what it is, my nigga. I'm not undefeated in the arena of violence, my nigga. And nigga put the paws on me, nigga. And the thing was, nigga, once I seen them niggas he was with, I froze. I ain't even gonna front, my nigga. I was afraid to throw a punch. All I'm thinking is, if I hit this nigga, I'm getting packed the fuck out. So on some real shit, nigga, I took my ass whooping like a bitch. I didn't run, cause I ain't wanna run, nigga. Like I ain't a bitch. So I sat there, nigga, took them blows, nigga, but I sure waited for them niggas to be gone before I got up and just walked the fuck off. Like, all right, nigga, you did that. And the crazy shit, my nigga, and this goes to the nigga who I am. I caught this nigga like 4 years later, dog. And it's crazy because I had my niggas with me and he was by himself. And you know, this goes into the message that I'm fucking breaking down right now. I ain't do shit. Literally, I seen him. It's like, James. Nigga turned around. It's like, I see you, my nigga. And the nigga, you know, like he looked like I ain't finna touch you, dog. Like, you got me, my nigga. That shit was, I was 12. Valuable lesson learned. Do your thing, nigga. If I see the nigga to this day, I ain't gonna do shit to that nigga. Because at the end of the day, nigga, that was a valuable lesson to me. Because something that I always say, don't say nothing about a nigga that you wouldn't say to a nigga. You know, like something that I'm big on because of that actual lesson that I had to learn the hard way is you don't never show your whole fucking hand, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, nigga, that was my pride that got me fucked up, my nigga. Because I could have easily just waited until I seen him and demonstrated on his motherfucking ass when it got on sight. But instead, nigga, I ran my little ass 12-year-old mouth to everybody at the school. And that nigga, you know, he got ready. He said, all right, let me go get my niggas. Since Mr. Dolemite finna beat my ass and shit, nigga, let me go ahead and get my homies just in case. You know, so I had to take that L, my nigga. You know, and it is what it is. Like, you know, I ain't ashamed of this shit. Because at the end of the day, like I said, nigga, I got losses and I got wins. I beat up niggas 3 times that nigga size. But at the end of the day, nigga, that just was a valuable lesson that I had to learn in life, my nigga. You know, I'm not bitter behind this shit. It just is what it is. What's going on, dope money? You know, but like, that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like, when it comes to life, it's a lot of lessons that a motherfucker just gonna have to learn. And when it comes to being a real motherfucking man, it's just ways that real men carry themselves. It's just shit that real men just don't do, my nigga. Like, that shit right there, I could have escalated that shit. Like, nigga, just like he caught me slipping with all his homeboys, I could have did the same shit to him. Because his homeboys, they didn't jump in. Them niggas didn't pack me out. I just thought they would. So nigga, I backed up off it. Like I said, nigga, I froze up. Nigga hit me probably like, we 12, my nigga. So it wasn't like the nigga stomped me out or no shit like that, my nigga. It just was a quick little doom, 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 doom. Nigga probably hit me like 6 or 7 times and shit. Nigga, I played the role like I was dazed and just walked the fuck off. Like it wasn't no major shit. But at the same time, like, nigga, it's just a lesson that I had to learn. What's going on? Oh, that's Jay. How you doing? But like, that's the fucking thing. Just as men, it's situations that in hindsight, I'd have handled that shit a whole lot different. As a grown ass man, when I have a conflict with a dude, 9 times out of 10, it's some shit that I'd rather just handle verbally. Cause at the end of the day, the nigga owed me some money and the nigga basically told me he wasn't gonna pay me. I'm 12. So nigga, immediately, instead of just socking his ass up at the time, cause we was on campus at school, I was like, nigga, after school, I'ma fuck this nigga up. And I'm walking around the fucking school telling everybody I'ma do the shit. So by the time this nigga caught me, nigga, he deep. He already got his homies with him. So I got caught slipping. Shit got, I took a L that motherfucking day. But this is the thing with being a fucking man, dog. When you older, a lot of that situation, if I'd have handled that shit today, it'd have just been like, my nigga, I need that money. Or if you ain't got that money for me, we don't need to be around each other. Because at the end of the day, if I run into you again, I might need to have some fisticuffs with you. But at the same time, I'm not making no threat, my nigga. Because real niggas don't make threats. You either do that shit or you shut the fuck up. Because this is the thing when it comes to motherfucking manhood. A big part of manhood, being a motherfucking gentleman, being a real one. Real motherfuckers move in silence, my nigga. We don't brag on what we gonna do. We don't talk about what we gonna do before we do it. We don't talk about what we gonna do after we do it. We let the work speak for itself. As a real man, you move on merit. You don't move on bragging. Like I tell y'all motherfuckers as far as this podcast shit go, like shit that I've got into with other podcasters about the competitive aspect of this shit. I didn't fucking start saying that I was the best until other motherfuckers start saying that shit. Nigga, I don't fucking put the best podcast, blah, blah, blah in the tagline. I don't say it in the beginning. I don't say it in the end. I let my work speak for me. I let my motherfucking show speak for itself. Nigga, I post clips of the show. Nigga, I don't fucking just post little things and say, the dopest episode. This is gonna be a hot one. I don't say none of that shit, nigga. I just say I got an episode out. Whether it's good or not, nigga, I let y'all motherfuckers decide. I don't brag on shit. I don't brag on my dick. When I'm talking to women and talking about sexual interactions that we might go into, I don't tell them what I'm gonna do. I let my dick speak for itself. And I don't turn around and brag about having sex with no woman. Cause like I said, that shit the baby did, that's some sucker shit, my nigga. What is you bragging for? You shouldn't be bragging about having sex with no woman, my nigga. Cause at the end of the day, if you really a real nigga, she should be bragging about fucking you. Like I said, nigga, there's certain women I won't even fucking sleep with because I honestly feel like that bitch gonna brag about fucking me. And I can't have that. Nigga, I don't want no female I fuck with for it to come out the fact that we had sex with each other and I be embarrassed about the shit. I'm not putting my dick in no woman I'm gonna be embarrassed to fuck. I just had this fucking conversation with one of my homegirls in the DM before I started this episode. I'm not putting my dick in no woman I'm afraid to have a child with. Cause like I said, my nigga, this is when you moving like a grown ass man, you're conscious of all your moves as a grown ass man. Because as a grown ass man, you stay accountable for your motherfucking actions. You're responsible for your motherfucking actions. So you don't do shit that you gonna have to apologize for it later. You don't do shit that you gonna be ashamed of later. You stay conscious in the moment. You don't move off of motherfucking emotions. Real niggas don't move off emotions. Real niggas move off of logic. A gentleman is a logical person. Punk ass niggas move off emotion. Women move off emotion. So when niggas getting all these violent interactions a lot of times, that's because these niggas is moving off emotion. Oh, my anger. I was mad. I took off on that nigga cause I was mad. I beat my girl up cause I was mad. I did this stupid shit cause I was mad. I said this stupid shit cause I was mad. Real niggas don't move out of fucking emotions. Real niggas move off of logic. 99 times out of 100, my nigga, when I get mad, I shut the fuck up. When I'm in my feelings, I shut the fuck up. You know, when I was in my marriage, y'all niggas could ask my kid's mom, my nigga. The madder I get, the quieter I get. You know, and in the beginning of our relationship, she would always ask me, like, why don't we argue? Like, why do you just shut the fuck up whenever you get mad? Why don't you communicate? And I always tell her, because I would hate to say something that I can't take back because of my motherfucking anger. I don't want to allow my temporary emotions to allow me to say something that's gonna have permanent fucking consequences. Nigga, damn near 40 minutes in, nigga. That's the first time I dropped a bomb and took a sip, nigga. I'm just freestyling. I ain't said shit. I wrote on this motherfucker. What you say, my nigga? Benji Banks. Big facts, bro. Gotta be a Scorpio because that's me to a T. Exactly, my nigga. I'm a Scorpio, nigga. November 5th. You know, but like, that's the fucking thing, nigga. Real niggas move off logic, not emotion. Your emotions gonna make you say and do shit that you gonna end up regretting. That's not becoming of a man. That's not gentleman fucking behavior. A gentleman don't move like that. A gentleman waits until he's in the right frame of mind before he speaks. A real motherfucking gentleman speaks off of what the fuck he's thinking up here, not from in here. Cause a lot of times when you speak from your heart, you say stupid shit. You know, nigga, your brain is smart, nigga. Your heart ain't. You know, so I don't speak from the heart. I speak from the mind. What you say, bless, add, ed? That is grown man shit. And we women can learn from that too. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing, my nigga. Because there's a lot of shit that is attributed to women. But nigga, I know women who logical. I know women who move based way more on strategy than they do off emotion, my nigga. You know, there's women out here who could really, nigga, put their heart in the back seat and really move with their mind, my nigga. You know, and that's the thing. That's the reason that I feel like a lot of this shit has to be said to men. It has to be taught to men. It has to be shown to men. Because a lot of men miss out on this shit because a lot of niggas was raised by their mama and they move like they mama. They move like a woman because they was raised by a woman. You know, like, this is the reason fathers are important. This is the reason that even as a woman, if you raising a boy, you should be having your son around real motherfucking men. Because, nigga, a lot of these niggas is missing out on a lot of these motherfucking lessons. It's a lot of shit that us as men, we need to be on and we not as a group. I'm not saying we meaning me. I mean we meaning men. It's a lot of shit that men just, they need to be better at. Especially when it comes to taking accountability for their own actions, holding other men accountable. Because like I said on the last episode, you know, there's a lot of women that'll say shit like men don't hold their friends accountable, and that's that bullshit. You know, nigga, we really need to be motherfucking holding our friends accountable. Nigga, if you got a homeboy who you know on sucker shit, nigga, you shouldn't be afraid to tell that nigga he on some sucker shit, or he ain't your friend, and vice versa. I wouldn't even want to be around no nigga who can't tell me I'm in the wrong. I couldn't really fuck with you if you see me doing some bullshit and you don't check me on it. You hear some bullshit about it and you don't bring it to my motherfucking attention, my nigga. You shouldn't be so afraid of me that you think that, oh, well, I can't tell Uncle Dolemite that was some sucker shit because he might blah, blah, blah. Nigga, I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man. Nigga, I can handle accountability. I could take responsibility. You know, like I said, nigga, ain't no nigga perfect. Nigga, I done made mistakes. You know, like I tell y'all, nigga, the cousin who I'm the closest to, my cousin Lil Mike. Nigga, the thing I love so much about Lil Mike, he always hold me accountable. Whenever I do some shit that he feel is wrong, nigga, he gonna be the first nigga to say something about that shit. You know, whether I like the shit or not. You know, sometimes I be feeling like I ain't wrong at all, but he always gonna speak on it. And that's what I love about the nigga. Nigga, whether I like the shit or not, he's always gonna bring that shit to my motherfucking attention. And vice versa. Nobody who I fuck with could honestly sit up here and tell you they was doing some sucker shit in front of me and I allowed that. I guarantee nobody who know me is gonna say that. Nobody who you see me around, nigga, I don't fuck with no niggas on sucker shit. I don't allow sucker shit around me. And if I can't correct you, I get the fuck away from you. That's the fucking I don't deal with niggas who be on bitch shit. I'ma tell you as many times as I can. I'ma do the best that I can to correct you. But if I can't correct you, I gotta get the fuck away from you. Cause real men don't hang with bitch ass niggas. What you say? I hope my friends tell a nigga whole point of having a friend is a nigga who can tell you in your language. Exactly, my nigga. And if you can't, you don't need to be around that motherfucker. I can't be around a nigga who I can't correct, and vice versa. I can't be around a nigga who's gonna allow me to fuck up. You know, like this is like one of the things that I be saying about a lot of celebrities. Like when I see them niggas make suck ass moves, it's like, nigga, you ain't got no real niggas around you. You know, and that's a scary position when you a fucking celebrity. Because at the end of the day, you the money. So a lot of motherfuckers be afraid to check you because they feel like, well, if I tell this nigga this, he might stop supporting me. If I tell this nigga this, he might stop taking care of me. If I say this shit to this nigga, we might fall out and he might stop putting money in my pocket. And at the end of the day, me personally, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you could be a multi-motherfucking billionaire. You could be paying my rent and my bills. If I can't hold your ass accountable, I don't need to be around your motherfucking ass. Nigga, it ain't even worth it for me to be kicking it with a suck ass nigga because he's giving me some motherfucking money. Because real men make their money on their own merit any goddamn way. So it shouldn't be no nigga in the world you afraid to check because it ain't no nigga in the world you need. What you say, Benji? Just facts. People who are used to drama expect a dude to move like them. Nah, move around. Exactly, my nigga. You know, that's another fucking part of being a real man. Real men do what they do. They don't do what she do. You know, like it's a lot of motherfuckers that be in relationships and girls will do some petty shit and a nigga will do some petty shit back. Real niggas don't move like females. Real niggas don't let a motherfucking female run the fucking interaction between them, dog. You know, nigga, just because she petty, that don't mean you gotta be petty back, my nigga. That's some sucker shit. What's going on, my nigga? Rodis live and shit. Like, that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Just because she do something don't mean you gotta do something back. Real niggas ain't petty. Real niggas ain't vengeful. Real niggas ain't bitter. That's for women, my nigga. And women ain't supposed to carry these characteristics either, but those are the characteristics that are attributed to women. There's women who ain't none of that, but at the end of the day, there should damn sure not be no men who is any of that shit. Like, just cause she do some shit don't mean I gotta do that shit back. Cause I'm a motherfucking man. If she move a certain way and I don't like it, I'm moving the fuck away from her motherfucking ass, and that's it. Nigga, if a woman cheat, you don't cheat back, you leave. If a woman do some shit you don't like, nigga, you correct it or you get the fuck away. That's it. A real nigga not finna put his hands on no motherfucking woman. A real nigga's presence should demand the respect that he's supposed to get from the woman. The fact that you an honest motherfucking man should get the respect that you want from a woman. Nigga, you shouldn't have to use the power of your motherfucking hands to get no motherfucking respect from no woman. Any woman who you gotta raise your voice at or raise your hand at ain't the woman for you, and that's it. Like me, I ain't never had no problem when it comes to respect with a motherfucking woman, and that's because, like I always say, nigga, you gonna respect me or I'm getting the fuck out your motherfucking face, and that's it. Nigga, I'm not finna sit up here and try to convince you that you should respect me. You should respect me because of the nigga who I am. Nigga, I'm an honest motherfucker. I'm a real motherfucker. I'm a man of principles, morals, integrity, and character. If you can't respect that, I don't need to be around your motherfucking ass. Male or female. If a nigga don't respect the fact that I'm a real ass motherfucker, I don't need to be around that nigga. Because real recognize real. So if you can't recognize the real in me, your ass just ain't real. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. I'm not pushing and shoving on no motherfucking woman to get my respect. If a woman say something that I don't fucking feel, nigga, if I can't check that shit verbally, nigga, she gotta get the fuck up out my goddamn face, and that's it. I'm not finna be like, no, bitch, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Nigga, if you ain't gonna talk, you damn sure ain't gonna talk to me like that. Cause nigga, you gonna be talking to my back. Or I'm gonna be talking to your back. But I'm not finna sit up here and allow no motherfucker to sit up here and fucking disrespect me, nigga. That shit just ain't fucking finna happen, my nigga. You know, like I said, nigga, I don't move like that. Men don't fucking move like that. Fighting a female is what females do. You don't put your hands on no motherfucking female, dog. That's clown shit, nigga. That's weak as a motherfucker. You know, like I said, nigga, you don't use your hands until diplomacy has failed. And that's between you and another man. When it comes to a woman, nigga, if words fail, you got to get the fuck out her motherfucking face. The only time you should be putting your hands on a female is if she putting her motherfucking hands on you and you defending yourself. That's the only excuse a man has to put his hands on a motherfucking female. In self-fucking defense. Anything else than that is sucker shit, my nigga. What they say, a load of accountability in this combo. Man, that's the fucking thing, dog. And that's the thing as far as like being a real motherfucking man. Nigga, real men are accountable at all times. If you can't hold yourself accountable, if you can't motherfucking be responsible for your actions, you're not a man. You shouldn't be asking for respect if you not a man that at least respects himself enough to hold himself accountable, to be responsible for his own motherfucking actions. Nigga, if you not raising your kids, why are you asking for respect? If you put your hands on women, why are you asking for respect? If you don't take care of your motherfucking business as a grown ass man, how are you asking for respect? Nigga, what are you giving a woman to respect? You know, like a lot of women that sit up here and say shit like, nigga, you know, what am I being fucking submissive to? Wow, men ain't giving us nothing to be submissive to. Bitch ass niggas ain't giving you nothing to be submissive to. Cause like I said, nigga, I ain't gotta put my hands on no motherfucking woman to make a woman submit to me. Nigga, look at me. See how I move. The motherfucking example that I put forth. The way that I get down. Nigga, every woman I've ever dealt with has been submissive. And if she hasn't been, she's the fuck up out of here. And that's it. Nigga, you submitted, you get the fuck out my face. That's it. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. This is when it comes to respect. You gonna respect my motherfucking presence or you gonna respect my goddamn absence? Cause at the end of the day, my nigga, if you can't respect me being in front of you, you gonna have to respect me getting the fuck away from you. I don't need you. You gonna respect that shit. You gonna respect the fact that I could easily walk away from your motherfucking ass. And I ain't gonna cry or sing no sad songs or pull the Brian McKnight. I ain't doing none of that shit, bitch. Bye. That's it. I guess it just didn't work out. I guess you just wasn't the woman for me. There's been women who I've been madly in love with who I had to walk away because the respect wasn't there. You know, that's the fucking thing, nigga. If you can't respect me, I can't fuck with you, and that's all it is. I got to walk away from your ass. I'm not so in love with you to the point where I don't even love my goddamn self. I'm disrespecting myself to fuck with you. That is not gonna happen. And that's us as men. We have to move in that way. Ain't no woman you should be loving so much that she calling you a bitch to your face and you just taking it cause you in love. Nigga, you got me fucked up. You ain't getting to me like that. I'll walk the fuck away from all this motherfucking shit if that's what I got to be taking. And that's the fucking thing. What he say, pimp with your mind, not with your hands. Exactly, my nigga. Like, everything should be able to be settled in a motherfucking conversation. Everything should be taken with logic. Everything should be approached strategically, not emotionally. Your emotions as a man, you should never be fucking governed by your goddamn emotions. Cause like I said, niggas be, you know, like I said last episode, like niggas got the definition of the streets fucked up. You know, like a lot of these little niggas be listening to these rappers rapping about shooting people and shit, and they think that's like the most gangster shit in the world. Nigga, you know how many motherfuckers I know got bodies like a motherfucker and they flat broke? How the fuck you respect a nigga who broke? How the fuck you respect a nigga who ain't taking care of their motherfucking responsibilities as a goddamn man? How do I call you a man and you're not taking care of the responsibilities as a man? Cause little boys kill people. Look at them motherfuckers in Columbine. Were those gangsters? Homeboy who shot up that gay club in Florida, that's a gangster? You know, all these motherfucking mass shooters, are those gangsters? That's some gangster shit? They killed a lot of people. Nigga, does that make them gangster? Was Zimmerman a gangster? Cause he shot a nigga cause he got his ass whooped? A lot of you niggas ain't no different than fucking George Zimmerman. You caught a body cause you got your ass beat. You a gangster for that? Nigga supposed to give you some points? Cause you shot a nigga cause you got your ass whooped? No. Ain't nothing gangster about that shit. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like, we gotta strip the bullshit off a lot of this shit. Cause a lot of niggas run around on bitch ass shit and they think that shit gangster. You moving on emotion. Niggas can't talk to you a certain way or you immediately throwing hands. It's cause you move like a bitch. You allow your motherfucking emotions to take over and you do bitch ass shit. Just cause you violent don't make you no less of a bitch. There's niggas writing that nigga, what's that nigga? He recently got killed. Alpo. You know, the motherfucker, he was Rico and paid in full. Alpo from Harlem. Straight bitch. That nigga probably killed 30 fucking people. But he a snitch. I don't give a fuck how many people you killed. Nigga, once you tell, you a bitch to me. Like, nigga, you ran from your motherfucking accountability. Nigga, you ran from the consequences of your actions, my nigga. You did what you did and you told on niggas. You put your motherfucking consequences on another man. Nigga, you's a bitch. And that's the fucking thing. Niggas be thinking cause a nigga shoot somebody, he less of a bitch. No. Niggas be shooting niggas and doing all that bullshit to mask the fact that they really a bitch. Nigga, a man take care of his motherfucking responsibilities, dog. Yeah, nigga, Nino Brown was a snitch. Like, that's the fucking thing, nigga. Like, a lot of the motherfuckers who I looked up to as men growing up ain't never killed nobody. A lot of the motherfuckers who I looked up to growing up, I ain't never see them beat nobody up. All I saw the motherfuckers do was take care of their motherfucking responsibilities. You know, like, nigga, one of the heroes that I hold to the highest regard in my life is my cousin Max. Nigga, I ain't never seen my cousin Max beat up nobody, dog. I ain't never seen my cousin Max kill nobody. My cousin Max was never no gangbanger. Nigga, all my cousin Max was a real nigga my whole life. What's going on in the motherfucking pod? Like, nigga, my cousin Max got 2 sons playing D1 football. One of my little cousins played for USC. Another one of my little cousins played for Arizona State University. Another one of my little cousins, he had like St. John Bosco playing football. Like, my cousin Max is like the best father in the world, my nigga. My cousin Max had his kids with the woman who's his wife right now, and he just take care of his family, my nigga. That's the reason I look up to my cousin Max. I look up to my cousin Max more than I look up to all the gangsters and OGs who I was raised around. You know, even my stepdad who raised me from prison, nigga, like, I got respect for my stepdad. But I got way more motherfucking respect for my cousin Max because he did everything the fucking right way as a real nigga. You know, like, my cousin Max is my fucking hero, dog. What you say, Benji? You right about it. Dopest people I've ever been around were solid men and women. Rapport was always solid. Exactly. What's going on, YG Blaze? You know, but that's the thing, my nigga. Like, you ain't gotta be no motherfucking gangster to be a real one. You could be a fucking square, nigga. You know, a lot of the realest motherfuckers I've ever met was complete squares. No gangster shit, didn't shoot nobody, didn't pimp on no hoes or nothing. Niggas just took care of their motherfucking business. Nigga, they did shit the right way. You know, but that's the fucking problem with a lot of motherfuckers that's raised by the culture. They think that the streets is like the best way to make money. Like, nigga, there's motherfuckers who make square money, nigga, and that square money, you can keep that shit forever, my nigga. That square money, nigga, that shit hit different. when you get pulled over by the motherfucking police, and your fucking biggest fear, as out, outside of getting smoked because it's 2022, but your biggest fear of a non-violent situation when you get pulled over is a ticket, because your car is in your name, all your money in your name, everything that you bought off of shit that you earn, my nigga. That's the life, my nigga. Being a square is the shit. Rappers make being a square sound like it's some type of bad thing, but it's not, dog. It's cool to be a square, my nigga. You could be a real nigga and square as a motherfucker. Nigga, it ain't nothing more fly than having a 401k. It ain't nothing cooler than taking your woman on a motherfucking vacation off of money that you earn. And when you get home gonna be there. Nigga, you know what your check gonna look like. You know how much money you earn. And you can keep this shit. You ain't gotta hide this shit. You ain't gotta put nothing in your mama name or your son name. You ain't gotta do no goofy ass bullshit. Nigga, being a square is the shit. But motherfucker, rappers ain't gonna tell you that. Rappers make it seem like, nigga, if you ain't a street nigga, you some type of fucking loser or some shit. And that's that bullshit. Damn, this nigga's done ended my life, so I couldn't even see Jay Christian's comment. But yeah, nigga, like, that's the fucking thing, dog. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with being a motherfucking square. Like, nigga, it's not a knock on you calling you a square. That's just a term that niggas in the street use, but all it means is you just not in crime. That's all the fucking mean. It's not a diss. It's not nothing negative to call a nigga a square. And that's the thing, because I've called niggas square, nigga, because like I say, I'm a square. So it ain't that me saying you square is some type of, oh, nigga, you a bitch. You ain't doing no crime. No, nigga, you just not a criminal, so you're a square. But that shit is cool. Because like I've told motherfuckers, man, like, I have the utmost respect for motherfuckers who was raised in street areas, raised around gangs, and they was man enough to take that and say, I'm cool. They was able to resist the peer pressure of becoming a gang member or becoming a street nigga to just go and do what they daddy told them to do or do what they mama told them to do and just do the right fucking thing. A lot of time that take more balls than getting in the street. Cause it's a lot of motherfuckers in the street that's only in the street because of peer pressure. They was only in the street because they was afraid to be called a bitch. Them niggas wasn't in the street because they was street niggas and they was hard. Them niggas was in the streets because it's like, I don't want nobody to call me a bitch, so I guess I gotta join this gang. I don't want nobody to call me a bitch. I need some backup, so let me join the gang. Cause like I tell niggas, man, truth be told, and I don't know if I said this on the last episode, but nigga, I know when a nigga got a gun on him. I could look at a nigga posture and tell that he got a gun on him. Because niggas who be having a pistol on them, niggas who be around all they homeboys, they be unnecessarily tough. Like this the thing, a lot of niggas, they don't be as tough without a gun as they be when they got a gun on them. When they got that gun, nigga, they dick like 3 inches longer and shit. Cause they be knowing like, yeah, nigga, let a nigga say something to me. Nigga, I wish a nigga would. Nigga, they just got that energy. Nigga, they be loked up like, nigga, I wish a motherfucker would say something. I air this motherfucker out. But they don't be like that when they ain't got no pistol on. They don't be like that when they by themselves. And this is the thing about the difference between real niggas and bitch niggas. A real nigga gonna be who he is no matter what. Nigga, whether I got a gun on me or not, nigga, I talk the same. Nigga, whether I got my homies with me or not, I talk the same. I walk the same. I move the same. Nigga, the reason I tell motherfuckers that I chose to be a truck driver is so I ain't got a code switch. I ain't got to pretend to be a motherfucking thing. Nigga, I talk like this to my boss. I don't want to change how the fuck I move for no goddamn body. Whether I got a pistol or not, nigga, you'll never know. Cause I talk like this. Nigga, whether I'm with my homies or not, you'll never know. Cause I talk like this, but that's cause I'm a real one. A real motherfucker gonna talk how he talk no matter who he in front of. He gonna say what the fuck he gonna say no matter who he in front of. Cause he a real one. Nigga, real niggas is real no matter what. Real niggas is real no matter where you put a real nigga, he gonna be a real nigga. You know, like I said, nigga, I don't know. I'm just gonna start calling that shit a gentleman, a real authentic gentleman. An authentic gentleman is gonna be who he is, no matter what the fuck you put that nigga in. What he say? Motherfuckers scared to knuckle up so they get a gun. Exactly, dog, and that's the fucking thing. You know, motherfuckers, like I said on the last episode, niggas be thinking that a nigga a shooter, so he a real one. That nigga a gunner. Fuck that mean, nigga. If he a snitch, he still a bitch. Niggas be a gunner, but they kids call him by their first name. You ain't a real nigga to me. If you don't raise your kids, you ain't a real nigga to me. If your kids call you by your first name, you ain't a real nigga to me. You know, like I said, nigga, I spent 2-3 minutes in the beginning of this episode texting in the middle of the fucking show, fucking up my content to make sure that, you know, my kid's mom knew where my daughter was at. Anybody who know me know, nigga, I take way more pride in the fact that I'm in my kid's life than anything I've ever done in the street. Any amount of money I've ever made, nigga, I'm way more proud of my relationship with my kids than I am of any of that bullshit. Because that's my number one fucking priority as a man. Being a motherfucking father. Because nigga, it ain't an amount of niggas I could beat up that's gonna feed my kids. It ain't a amount of niggas who I'm gonna shoot and kill that's gonna raise my kids no better, my nigga. You know, like when you a real motherfucker, you know what the fuck your priorities are and you keep your priorities above everything. Nigga, my set not gonna raise my kids. Nigga, my street cred not gonna do it. That shit ain't gonna get my kids in college. The example that I show my kids is what's important to me. That's another fucking big reason that I gotta move the way that I move. Because if I'm moving like a bitch, I can't expect my son to be a real nigga and his daddy a bitch. You know, I can't expect to tell my son, hey, nigga, you need to go to college. You need to take care of your motherfucking responsibilities. You need to be honest. You need to be, you know, of morals. You have to have integrity. You got to hold yourself accountable. And he see me doing contrary to all of that shit. Nigga, you can't say do as I say, not as I do. Not if you a real one. You know, nigga, your biggest lesson that you gonna teach your motherfucking kids is the example that you show them. What you say, blessed that is? You just described my late husband, a real gentleman. That's all I want, and and I will settle for nothing less. You know, sorry for your loss. You know, that's fucked up. You know. But that's the fucking thing, my nigga. As a man, you have to move as a man. You have to always keep your fucking priorities in front of you, dog. Like, that is a lot of what keeps me from moving emotional. That's a lot of why I would de-escalate a situation before I would go into a situation and try to fight a motherfucker. Because I'm always like, nigga, what's my kids gonna do if I go to jail behind your stupid ass? Nigga, I done took off on you, nigga. Now we done ended up in the shootout. Now I'm in jail. What the fuck happens to Deuce and Brownie if I'm out here moving like a stupid ass nigga? I can't do that to Deuce and Brownie. Deuce, especially Brownie. Like I tell y'all, nigga, Brownie is the queen of accountability. Nigga, how am I gonna be sitting on the other side of that glass talking to Brownie, telling her, oh yeah, I'm in here because a nigga stepped on my shoes and I don't play that shit. Oh, a nigga took my parking spot at Walmart and I don't play that shit. So I can't be your daddy because a nigga said some bullshit on Twitter and I don't play like that. A nigga called me out my name and I don't play like that. Brownie, that's why I can't raise you. That's why I'm on the other side of this glass, cause I don't take no shit. No, I'm not doing that, my nigga. I am not finna be talking to my kids on the other side of glass because I don't play that shit. No, nigga, like nigga, I will de-escalate anything to the greatest ability that I have before I take that shit to violence. You know, as well as, like I said, nigga, it's the example that I want to set for my son. I don't want my son to think that it's cool to go straight to violence when somebody does or says something that you don't like. Because that's not gonna end well for you, my nigga. Tough niggas don't last long, especially where I'm from. You know, like I've told a million niggas in private. I don't know if I said that shit on the show. But bullies don't last long in LA. All that being the biggest strong Debo would have got killed if Friday was real. Debo ass would have been, he'd have been murked a long time ago. Cause put it like, nigga, just think about it like this. You ain't never see Debo talking like that to Big Worm. Cause we don't play that shit in LA, nigga. We don't play that bully shit out here. What it say? A man with no control over his emotions is like a city without walls, vulnerable. Exactly, my nigga. What you say? I agree with you 100%. I was in the live and they thought the opposite and tried to clown me, saying that they will go to jail no matter what for their kids. Nigga, I'm only going to jail for my kids. The only shit gonna put me in jail is if somebody do something to my kids. Then it's gonna be completely worth it. If you touch my motherfucking kids, nigga, I'm gonna go to jail with a smile on my face. I'll plead guilty. I won't even fight the shit. Nigga, I'll be sitting in my, nigga, I will whistle Dixie on the way to the motherfucking electric chair if you play with my motherfucking kids. But that's it. I'm not going to jail for anything other than them, my nigga. Like, nigga, it's my number one duty in life to be they goddamn daddy. So it ain't nothing I'm gonna put above that, my nigga. I'm not putting my pride above my ability to raise my motherfucking kids. You know, like I've talked about shit, I don't know, episodes ago. When it comes to interactions that you have at work, nigga, I just had a very negative interaction at work. Highly disrespectful. And I literally had to tell on this nigga. Because at the end of the day, if I would have whooped his ass, I would have lost my motherfucking job. And that's going to stop me from providing for my children, and I can't have that. I'd rather do some shit that personally I feel like it's some punk shit than put myself in a situation where I'm gonna fuck it up for my kids. You know, a motherfucker did some straight bullshit, and I really, old me probably would have did some stupid shit. You know, a younger, less mature, but also a nigga who didn't have as much to lose. Yeah, nigga, I'd have handled that shit a lot different. But grown, adult ass Anthony? Nah, fuck that shit, nigga. I'ma just handle that shit. I'ma take it to the proper channels. And I'ma handle that shit like that. Cause as a grown ass man, you gotta play the game that's in front of you. Nigga, you can't be doing goofy ass shit when you a grown ass motherfucking man. Cause a real nigga got a lot of shit to lose. And he ain't gonna lose it behind no stupid shit. What you say, Rod, this emotion conflicts with intelligence and common sense. Exactly, my nigga. When you at an emotionally heightened state, nigga, your intellectual capacity is greatly affected, my nigga. You can't think straight when you at an emotionally heightened state. That's why a lot of times when I get real pissed off, I get real quiet. Cause nigga, I gotta chill the fuck out until I can handle my next fucking couple of moves. I sit the fuck back when I get pissed off. Cause I don't want to put myself in a position to permanently lose something because of how I feel temporarily. What you say, blessed at it? Oh, okay, because I'm thinking, what can you do for them behind bars? Exactly. Nigga, your ass is sitting in motherfucking jail, you know, writing letters and sending motherfucking illustrated pictures to they motherfucking ass. Man, fuck all that, nigga. I need to be able to be hands-on. I like to be present for things. I can't be present from prison. That's that bullshit. You know, and that's the fucking thing, nigga, when it comes to being a real nigga. You know, like I said, nigga, one of the biggest things when it comes to being a real nigga, a authentic, real motherfucking gentleman, a real man is honest. You know, real men keep their motherfucking word, nigga. I don't just make promises in order to break them motherfuckers. If I say that shit, I'ma do that shit. That's another one of the things that demands and commands respect as a man. When you a man of your word, a motherfucker can't help but to respect it. When you honest, a motherfucker can't help but to respect it. When you going into an interaction with a woman, if I want to fuck with you long term, I'll tell you that. If I just want some pussy, I'ma tell you that. If I'm playing the field and I got multiple women who I'm fucking with, I'ma look. I got about 3 or 4. I'm trying to make you number 5. What's the motherfucking deal? You take it or you motherfucking leave it. A woman can't help but to respect that shit. I'm not finna sit up here and lie. Fuck, I'm a lie for. I don't owe you no motherfucking dishonesty. Who the fuck are you for me to lie to? You're a stranger. I don't need to be lying to no goddamn strangers. And that's the fucking thing about being a real nigga. Cause this is one of the things that a lot of motherfuckers don't have. A lot of motherfuckers can't be honest. A lot of motherfuckers are not honest. A lot of motherfuckers run around this motherfucker lying to everybody. You know, like I said on Unplugged from the Matrix, this motherfucker sitting here lying to the internet. What the fuck would I lie to the internet for? I don't owe you strange ass motherfuckers no goddamn dishonesty. I ain't got no motherfucking reason to lie to a bunch of niggas I probably ain't never gonna fucking meet. Like, that's the fucking thing, nigga. Like, niggas be sitting up here lying for no goddamn reason. You know, like I said, as far as, nigga, the reason not to lie. You sitting up here on the motherfucking internet losing respect from niggas who really know you in real life to gain the respect of motherfuckers who you ain't never gonna meet. That's that bullshit. I don't know you motherfuckers no dishonesty. I ain't lying to shit. I'm gonna tell you motherfucking ass the truth. I couldn't call myself a real nigga if I'm a liar. How the fuck you a real lie? That shit don't even motherfucking go together. So a real nigga don't lie to no motherfucking body. An authentic motherfucker ain't lying about shit, my nigga. I don't pretend I'm some shit that I'm not. I don't put up no motherfucking front. For what? I don't say shit about a nigga that I wouldn't say to the nigga. You know, because I said that shit long ass time ago. 99 times out of 100, when you sitting there talking shit behind a nigga back, it's gonna end up going to his ass anyway, so you might as well have just said the shit to the nigga. I don't like talking shit about niggas behind their back, cause a lot of times somebody gonna run to that person and tell them what the fuck you said. So you might as well say it to that motherfucker. And if it's anything that you was afraid to say to them, you should not have said that shit at all. You know, just like what I said as far as the whole story about me in junior high when the motherfucker put hands on me. Not that I was afraid of this nigga, but I should have said that shit to him. Because the fact that I said that shit to everybody else allowed him to come at me with the preparation that he had when he ran up on me. Because if I'd have just said that shit to him, as opposed to saying it about him, me and him could have handled that shit one-on-one. And that shit would have went completely motherfucking different. But because I handled that shit in the wrong way, in the way that men don't conduct themselves, I had to deal with the consequences of my motherfucking action. And like I said, nigga, when I turned around and caught that nigga in the same position he caught me in, I didn't capitalize on it, because as a real motherfucker, I don't move like that. To me, running up on one nigga with all your homies, bitch shit, as far as I'm concerned. That's an unfair motherfucking advantage. If it's me and 6 of my homies and I run up on a nigga who I got a problem with, 9 times out of 10, the way that I would have handled it, hey nigga, y'all niggas fall back. I'm finna go beat this nigga ass real quick. I'm not finna bring all my homies with me. No, I'm cool. Cause I can't predict what the fuck they gonna do. So I don't wanna get in a situation where nigga, I'm putting my paws on a nigga and now I gotta stop what the fuck I'm doing cause these niggas jumping in. I don't want to be looked at as a bitch ass nigga because the way that me and this nigga was squabbling, once my homies jump in, nigga, I gotta relinquish any credit that I get for beating this nigga ass if I'm winning. Or if I'm losing. Cause like I say, nigga, a real nigga could take an ass whooping. A real nigga, win, lose, or draw, is gonna eat that. If I win, I won as a man. But if I lose, I lost as a man too. But I ain't run. That's all the fuck it is when it come to being a real motherfucker. A real motherfucker ain't gonna run. Like I said in my last episode, a bitch ass nigga is somebody who creates the energy of violence and runs from it when it comes back to him. You create a situation where you're in conflict with a person. You create a situation where you're at odds with a person. And then you run from that shit when that energy comes to you. You're a bitch ass nigga. That is not the conduct of a motherfucking man. When you a motherfucking man, if you get into an interaction where it goes in that way, nigga, whatever the fucking consequences of that action is, you take that. If your ass didn't want to get into a fight, you shouldn't have spoke up on a fight. If you didn't want to get into that interaction with a motherfucker, you shouldn't have created the energy that made that shit go that way. You should have de-escalated that shit if you didn't want that motherfucking problem. So me, nigga, if I end up in a situation where I got to squabble with a nigga, win, lose, or draw, nigga, 1-on-1, and it is what it is. I'm not bringing all my homeboys with me. I'm a real nigga, nigga. We just gonna have to hash it out, nigga. Win, lose, or draw. It is what it is, my nigga. A real nigga could take his motherfucking L. You know, nigga, I squabbled. That's all the fuck it was, my nigga. Oh, you got your ass whooped. I squabbled, nigga. I ain't run. That's all the fuck it is to it, my nigga. You know, these motherfuckers is raised in this YouTube world star generation. So now it's like, oh, nigga, I saw you on World Star. Nigga, you saw me on World Star squaring up, nigga. I did something 90% of these little niggas ain't doing. Nigga, these little niggas now take an ass whooping and get to shooting up shit. Like I said, you can't call Zimmerman a bitch if you get beat up and then you start shooting. Cause that's what Zimmerman did. You the same bitch ass nigga he is. So my thing is, like I said, nigga, if you don't want that motherfucking energy, nigga, don't fucking speak up on that energy. Don't run around talking that tough shit and then when the motherfucker pull your card, nigga, you can't handle it. Cause like I said, nigga, it is what it is, nigga. The more you play tough, the more motherfuckers gonna wanna know if you actually tough. The more you play tough, the more you gonna have to prove tough. So you better off just run around as the man that you are authentically. If you ain't no violent motherfucker, don't be. Don't allow peer pressure to put you in a bitch ass nigga's place. Cause it's a lot of motherfuckers in prison right now bent over because they wasn't as tough as they thought they was. It's a motherfucker right now holding a nigga pocket with Kool-Aid on his motherfucking lips because he wanted to fall for the peer pressure and pretend he was tough and he really wasn't. You know, it's a million niggas in the street who ain't tough at all, my nigga. They really scary, nigga. They joined the gang because they was scary. They didn't join the gang because they was tough. They joined the gang because they thought the gang was gonna get their ass back up. Nigga, now they in prison, backing it up. You know, like that's the fucking thing, my nigga. It's just shit that real motherfuckers ain't gonna do, my nigga. You know, nigga, real motherfuckers don't gossip. You know, nigga, we don't talk behind motherfuckers' back. You know, and even, you know, something that I've said as a real nigga, you know, and this is like I said, nigga, the honesty of a real nigga, even when a real nigga is speaking on somebody he don't like, he don't lie. Like, nigga, it's motherfuckers who I do not like. I just flat out, I don't feel these motherfuckers. I'm not a fan of these niggas. But I'm never gonna speak down on the nigga as a lie. If I don't like you, I could still be honest about you, even though I don't like you. Cause 9 times out of 10, if I don't like you, it's for an authentic reason. So I could tell 100% of the truth about you, my nigga, and still not like you. Like, there's niggas who I feel like the niggas a fucking weirdo on some real shit. Straight goofy. Is the nigga musically talented? Yes. Still goofy. Goofy is a motherfucker. I'm not lying on the nigga cause I don't like him. You know, niggas say, oh, that nigga music whack, he ugly, he stupid, he can't read good, he ain't got no hoes, he always tripping over his feet, he suck at basketball. Nah. There's niggas I don't like, but they're immensely talented. You know, there's motherfuckers in all realms of things who I'm not a fan of. I don't like them niggas. That don't make them no less talented. Nigga, just because you a bitch ass nigga, that don't mean your music suck. It's niggas who I don't like, but I listen to their music. The shit banging, man. I don't like this nigga, but you can't tell me this song ain't tough. I like the song. He just a bitch ass nigga. Two things can be true. But as a real nigga, I ain't lying on nobody. As a real nigga, I'm not finna sit up here and lie. I'm gonna tell the truth. Cause you a bitch ass nigga, no less. That ain't gonna make me lie. I ain't gotta lie cause you a bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna tell the truth about your bitch ass. Good and bad. So if you talented but you a bitch ass nigga, I'm not gonna discredit your talent. Yeah, you are talented. Nigga, when I was a fucking Laker hater, I couldn't stand the motherfucking Lakers. Hated they motherfucking ass. Didn't even like Kobe. But I would never say Kobe whack. I don't like that nigga, but Kobe is The second greatest motherfucker to ever touch a goddamn basketball after LeBron. Second, my nigga, not third. Nigga, Kobe dope as a motherfucker. Even when I didn't like him. When Kobe was playing, I couldn't stand his motherfucking ass. But I never said Kobe was whack. I always knew Kobe was dope. Nigga, the fact that Kobe was so dope was part of why I hated him so much. Cause this nigga was stupendously, nigga, out of this world dope. What he say? What you say, Trill? He don't lie and he would say the same shit he saying to you to them. Exactly, my nigga. I don't lie to no motherfucking body, my nigga. You know, my little bro Trill, no, nigga, I don't lie about shit. Got no reason to, nigga. Just cause I don't like you don't mean I'ma fucking lie about you. It is what it is, my nigga. You know, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. But what your talent is, that ain't got nothing to do with whether I fuck with you or not. And this is real niggas. Real niggas don't lie on nobody. A real nigga can sit up here and talk about a nigga he don't like without lying about him. I don't put no lies on nobody, my nigga. If I don't like you, I'm not finna put no snitch jacket on you cause I don't like you. I'm not finna say you a bitch cause I don't like you. You know, like nigga growing up, nigga in the street, nigga gang banging. It's motherfuckers who was straight enemies, my nigga. Ops, as these little niggas say now. Just cause you a op don't mean you a bitch. Like, cause this nigga, so I had immense respect for, nigga, they was ops. I didn't really fuck with them, but at the same time, like I knew that nigga do his thing, though. So if you ask me about a certain nigga, like, hey, nigga, you know, you heard about such and such from Whoop-de-Whoop, like, yeah, nigga, I don't fuck with that nigga. Oh, yeah, nigga, you know, he a bitch. No, he ain't no bitch. I don't fuck with that nigga, but that nigga ain't no bitch. He would all the bullshit. Now, if I run into this nigga, we gonna have problems. But he ain't no bitch, though. You know, he from over there, and I don't fuck with them. And that's what it is, my nigga. I ain't gotta put bitch on you. I ain't gotta put a snitch jacket on you. I ain't gotta say that you did something you didn't or didn't do something that you actually did. Because I don't like you. Because real niggas don't move like that, my nigga. A real nigga could be real no matter what. You know, whether or not I like you is irrelevant to what the fuck is going on in life. Nigga, if you a good father, you a good father. You a bitch ass nigga, but yeah, a good father though, my nigga. I don't like that motherfucker, but man, that nigga raised his kids, nigga. I just seen his son play basketball. That nigga's son got a wet ass jumper. His daddy a little bitch, but hey, nigga, his son dope. And that's what it is, my nigga. You could say a nigga doing this thing, because as a real nigga, you real 100% of the time. You honest all the time. You know, just like when you break up with a female, I don't call my exes hoes and bitches and stupid and crazy. And y'all don't never hear me do that shit, my nigga. Even when I'm talking to a new woman, I don't sit up here and, oh, my ex, that bitch is so dumb and toxic and she a liar and she a hoe. I don't put no lies on my exes. What happened, happened. What didn't happen, didn't happen. If I was wrong, I was wrong. Cause like I tell motherfuckers, nigga, I'm not afraid of my demons, my nigga. I don't run from the skeletons in my motherfucking closet. If I did it, I'ma say I did that shit. If I didn't do it, I didn't do it. If you did that shit, I'ma say you did that shit. You know, like, nigga, I live in my truth, so can't nobody expose me as a motherfucking liar. When you a real nigga, can't nobody expose a real nigga. Like I tell motherfuckers all the time, like, nigga, ain't shit you gonna say that's gonna have me shook. It ain't nothing that you gonna say that I did or didn't do that's gonna have me like, oh, please don't tell nobody that. You can't fucking blackmail me. Now I'm a real nigga. You know, like I told y'all, nigga, like my favorite rapper in the world, Sugar Free, said, nigga, screenshots don't scare me. I know what the fuck I said. You know, that's the thing when you a real motherfucker. Can't nobody expose a real one. You expose a fake. You expose a fraud. You expose a phony. You can't expose a real motherfucker. Because a real motherfucker walk in what the fuck he is at all times. Nigga, no matter what it is. Nigga, if I did it or if I didn't do it, I'm a real one about it at all fucking times. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Real motherfuckers is real no matter what, my nigga. Real niggas don't fucking complain about problems. We solve them motherfuckers. You know, that's the fucking thing when it come to being a real motherfucker. You real all the time. You know, like I said, nigga, because this episode is just about the conduct that is becoming of a motherfucking gentleman. You know, like a lot of the shit that I see, like I told y'all, as far as the alpha male community and all that old shit that I don't really fuck with, my nigga. A big part of the reason I don't really fuck with those platforms, and I'm not really a fan of the fans of those platforms, is because a lot of what those platforms push is relieving you of the responsibility and the accountability of why you're not having the interactions that you want to have with women. You know, because like I said, real motherfuckers don't complain, nigga. We solve problems. If you not getting a woman, it's not the woman's fault. If you're not successful with women in general, it's not women's fault. That's your fault. Women don't see you as desirable, and that's why they don't fuck with you. It's not because they like all this other toxic shit that you ain't. It's something that they like that you don't have, and you have to move the fuck on. Or you have to find out what the fucking problem is. What is it about me that makes me unsuccessful with women? What is it that I'm doing wrong that is making these women go to other men and not me? That's what you should be focused on, my nigga. But motherfuckers be too busy looking to find a way to relieve themselves of the accountability and the responsibility of the fact that they're failing in something. Like, nigga, you should be trying to fucking focus on, nigga, finding better cologne, dressing better, you know, working on how you speak to women, what you're saying to women, you know, getting your bag together, getting your money right, nigga, getting your fashion right, talking to some women and finding out what it is about you that makes you unsuccessful with women. But going to find a platform to tell you it's because women is stupid, that's some bitch ass nigga bullshit. That is conduct unbecoming of a real gentleman, my nigga. And you need to fucking fix that shit. Cause a real motherfucker don't bitch about the problem. We solve it. You know, real niggas don't ask why me. Real niggas ask, how do I fix this? And that's what it is about a real motherfucking man, my nigga. Real motherfuckers is real 100% of the time, my nigga. You know, I've said a few times, nigga, 99% of niggas ain't 100. But 100% of niggas that's 100 is 100% of the time. And I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, get you some merchandise at toomuchgamepodcast.store. TOO Much Game Podcast.store. You could also cash at me at Uncle Dolemite. Support the other, oh yeah, nigga. If you would like to support the motherfucking team, it's patreon.com/Townhouse Media. Town E House Media. Support the other Townhouse Media podcasts. Sports for You podcast. Sports #4 letter U. Live on Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific time or 6:30. One of the motherfuckers. With Mark, John Watson, and Nick motherfucking Frizz. Follow me on social media at Uncle Dolemite on Instagram and Twitter. At Too Much Game Podcast on Instagram. Too Much Game Pod on Twitter. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. All that shit. What's going on? The New Normal Podcast. How you doing, Riri? What's up, sis? But you know, I think that's it, man. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.